Coming up next is a matchup that, I'll tell you, man, it's been something that I've been looking forward to. It's been all the rage on social media. We get to see the middleweight division in action at its finest. Daniel Alexander, man, is he fired up to be here or what? Look at those moves. Cutting a mean rug, Burgundy.
Certainly better than anything I can do. And
that's for sure.
I want to thank those of you tuning into us here, whether it be on the MF Network, whether it be on Monster Factory Pro TV on YouTube, whether it be on Monster Factory Theater on Twitch. I mean, I've been getting messages from people all over. I mean, we've got people watching in Canada right now.
This opponent from the land of living life, weighing 165 pounds, he is the current holder of the MFPW Middleweight Medallion.
There you see your reigning and defending middleweight medallion holder, Marvelous. Burgundy, we have called the action against these two in the past. And what we saw last month here in the MFPW, if that's a sign of things to come tonight, Burgundy, I'll tell you what, I'm going to be spent before we even get to the main event.
These middleweight matches are definitely high octane. They are fast-paced, and they are beyond unpredictable.
There you see Alexander trying to get this Paulsboro crowd behind him. And you know what, Burgundy? That's a good mind game to play. But there you see Marvelous. Calm, cool, collected.
Seemingly unflappable has been Marvelous.
There's your tie-up in a standard headlock.
Ooh. Look at that shoulder tackle with a thud all the way from back here. Arm drag. Now arm drag the other way from Alexander.
Whoa!
Both going for the arm drag.
Wow. Both at a standstill here, Burgundy. Wow.
Blocking the strikes.
Wow. I'll tell you what, Burgundy. Both men doing their homework. Evenly matched up on paper. But the advantage has to obviously go to Marvelous, seeing as how he is your holder of the MFPW Middleweight Medallion. Both athletes now to the outside of the ring, going back and forth. Alexander to the apron. Well scouted by Marvelous. Oh!
Spine first into the ring apron.
And this is what we're talking about, Burgundy. Action, back and forth, non-stop. It's the Middleweight Medallion, baby, and when it's live, I'm digging it the most, Burgundy.
Was wondering when you were going to sneak that in. Trading forearms onto the outside, and both avoiding the count out and going right back into it.
There you see Alexander playing some mind games, but Marvelous with that back elbow drives Alexander back down to the mat. I'll tell you what, Burgundy, last time we saw these two in action, it was one of the most impressive matchups I have ever called here with you. And by the way things are starting here tonight with these two, I think we're just getting started.
And the 2 count there from the middleweight medallion holder in Marvelous. But Daniel Alexander, you know he is going to bring a fight.
Marvelous now has Alexander up. Drives him down hard to the canvas. Goes for that cover. Alexander able to kick out. I'll tell you what, Burgundy. I'm not used to seeing Marvelous be this methodical and slow-paced. I know the action started hot and heavy and fast here, but right now he's just dismantling and picking apart his opponent. Alexander trying to fight his way back in this match with sunset flip, Burgundy.
Oh, double stomp from Marvelous. Here's the cover, the hook of the leg, and Alexander kicks out at 2.
Marvelous driving that fist right into the face of Alexander. Reality check. Oh! Oh, and adding insult to injury. Marvelous, I wouldn't...
Running knees in the corner, but telegraphed it. Roll through to it.
I'll tell you what, Burgundy, the biggest mistake Marvelous made there was calling out what he was going to do to his opponent, and I think Alexander hurt him.
Well, it's also something that is generally in the repertoire of the Marvelous one. So it's something that I'm sure in this, the 4th one-on-one battle between the two of them, he had scouted just as Marvelous had the knees up and scouted for that somersault splash.
And now you see Alexander writhing in pain, holding his stomach as Marvelous trying to make quick work of the #1 contender, drives the knee into the spine. Is that going to do it, Burgundy? I think it is, and yet, no.
Able to get that right shoulder up is Daniel Alexander.
I'll tell you what, Burgundy, 2 young competitors here in the MFPW. The futures look so bright. They ought to be wearing shades. But night in, night out, month after month, these two are proving to not just you and I, but this entire crowd here in Paulsboro that they have what it takes to be the future upper echelon of the MFPW.
You see Alexander trying to get some separation to be able to... Oh! There it is, and there's a headbutt.
Alexander now with a little bit of life back in him. Oh!
Oh, but he saw the step-up enziguri coming. Sling blade!
Alexander has to go for that cover now. Covers Marvelous. We got it too. Marvelous barely able to kick out. Alexander thought he had that match won. Impressive sling blade, but not enough to get the job done. Alexander now. Oh! Showing signs of frustration, perhaps.
Well, it's more than understandable. I mean, this is, I mentioned, the 4th one-on-one match between these 2 individuals, and Alexander is 0 for 3 thus far. So you have to imagine with each loss, with each near fall, the frustration just has to continue to grow and fester.
And you're starting to see that festering effect as we have a cover. And you can see that, look at the eyes of Alexander. I've never seen him like this. And Burgundy, I think your observation is right on the money. Alexander now trying to think to himself, what do I need to do to prove to myself, to the crowd, to Marvelous, that I should have that middleweight medallion? Is tonight his night? That remains to be seen as Marvelous trying to fight his way back into this matchup. Oh!
What a cutter! Cover 2 and no! The champion just rolling the right shoulder off the mat.
And again, you see the frustration again settling in on the face of Alexander. Wondering what he needs to do. Telling himself, I gotta go high. Go to the high rent district. This is what the middleweight medallion is all about. This is the middleweight division at its finest. Perched up on the top rope. Marvelous now.
Oh, wait a minute, he was...
Whoa! Wow! Talk about well scouted,
I I didn't know what necessarily Alexander had in mind, but that peripheral vision, Marvelous was able to see him perched up there, and with one last gasp, able to climb up to the second rope and do an overhead belly-to-belly suplex.
Well, like you said, Burgundy, the history between these two, they are no stranger to one another. And oh, big knee right to the face. Drives Alexander down. Oh. Chops his man in the corner.
Now back the other way, another reverse knife edge.
And some life being shown by Marvelous. Perhaps wondering, if he needs to put his man away, and it looks like he's doing just that. Marvelous now.
Oh, is he perhaps looking for the Galaxy Breaker?
Headed to the top rope.
Double stomp.
No!
Oh, he rolls out of the way. He had it scouted.
But Marvelous still on his feet, and
he was looking for the knees. Couldn't get that either.
Now Alexander turns.
There's that whiplash. He calls that the taste of greatness.
The taste of greatness. Could greatness be on display here as Alexander goes to the top rope in this middleweight medallion matchup?
Now looking for the 450 splash. He calls that the 267.
Rolls out of it. Marvelous now trying to get a cover. Wait a minute, Alexander. Wait, reversal. 1, 2. Oh!
Hey, he got him.
Burgundy, give it up for Marvelous. But wait, wait a minute. Alexander
mentioned the frustration kind of hitting a boiling point here.
Referee needs to gain some control. The matchup's over. Wait a minute, Burgundy. There's Danny Cage.
You guys want to fight? All right, July 17th. You guys have taken the middleweight medallion to the next level, to new heights. You're damn well doing it then. Ladder match.
Whoa! Talk about getting high in Paulsboro.
So there it is, July 17th. The middleweight medallion will be hanging above. And for, I believe, only the third time in the history of the MFPW, we will have a ladder match.
Middleweight medallion on the line in a ladder match. The historic rivalry continues between that man, Marvelous, and Daniel Alexander. What a night of action so far, Burgundy.